So ito, try natin to. Someone needs to explain this scary video. So, someone explain. Oh, try ko i-explain ha. Hindi nila kaya explain eh. I-explain natin. Oo, di ba? Ito ang Slap Ham. Subscribe nyo ang Slap Ham ha. So ito, try natin to bago pa try na iba.
Is it scarier to think that a ghost or a human intruder is exploring your property at nighttime? The following still shots from a security camera make you ponder just that question. The images, which were posted by Redditor S. Casey, show a human figure approaching the back of the house.
Sobra.
Photos come from a security camera on the property which takes pictures when a motion sensor is triggered. The images were sent to the Redditor by their mother-in-law without an explanation. The user's first reaction was to ask, "Why are you sending me an old blurry image of grandma?" The creepy thing is, their grandmother Nancy passed away in 2013. The security footage was captured this year. Compare the figure in the security picture with these photos of Nancy. There is certainly...
Ay, kabukha nga. Oh. So, patay na daw si Nancy. Tapos may nakita pa sa CCTV na gantong figure. Kamukha nga. Pareho sila ng buhok, oh.
A strong resemblance. There are many other factors that suggest something odd is indeed happening here. The property is in a gated community and has a 6-foot-high fence, meaning it'd be very difficult for someone to enter the backyard. Also, the figure appears to be somewhat translucent, even though the rest of the background is quite clear. The original poster hopes that it is an apparition of her grandmother returning to make sure that everyone's okay. But many commenters are concerned that the figure is a human intruder, an idea that most deem even more frightening. So would you be more comfortable knowing this is a wandering spirit or a nosy neighbor? Let me know in the comments down below.
Kamukha kasi nung buke, no?
There are plenty of superstitions
the mirror. O ayaw na, the mirror na naman.
About mirrors. We know the breaking one is supposed to bring bad luck, but the one in this video looks perfectly fine at first.
Shit.
The video shows a father walking down a hallway in what looks like an older building. They're heading toward a vintage mirror that's hanging on the wall, and the dad has his phone camera out to capture the little one's adorable antics. Although, watch what happens.
I was taking the trash out with my son and he kept pointing at the mirror and waving and I didn't know why, so I pulled the camera out and I can't believe I caught this.
That's Rowan.
Oh, gago. Oh!
Watching that again, take note of the child's reflection as he walks away.
Ay, gago. Patay.
It almost seems to separate into a separate reflection. As the toddler's reflection disappears, another child peers out from the mirror with big dark eyes.
Ow, patay. Hindi siya yan. Iba yung buhok eh. Ah, siya ba? O, hindi, iba eh. Ang itim ng mata. O, siya patay.
Is this who the child was pointing out? Without further information, we may never know.
Tayo dyan. Takot yun ah. Natakot ako dun ah.
Something strange is definitely happening in this clip. It's some security camera footage taken outside of a home in Michigan at nighttime. At first, everything looks perfectly normal. You can see 2 cars parked next to the house and a short staircase that leads down to a collection of potted plants. The trees aren't rustling, the night is eerily still. So what could be making this potted plant move?
Oh, Yun.
It's such an aggressive force that the plant gets knocked over.
Hindi mo basta-basta maano ng hangin.
As if that's not odd enough, watch what happens next.
Meron pa kasunod? Ay pucha, may nagbukas ng pinto.
The interior light of the vehicle on the right turns on. No one appears, even when the passenger door opens and shuts.
Hindi, bubukas yung ilaw pag binuksan yung pinto.
The light inexplicably stays on.
Gago, tingnan nyo to, tingnan nyo to. Ako lang ba nakakita nito? Parang mukha, oh. Tingnan nyo, parang mukha. Diba? Parang mukha ng babae, diba? Gago, dami ko na nakikita. Gago ka.
For the rest of the recording. Toward the end of the video, a blinking light materializes in the sky in the background. But admittedly, this could just be a plane.
Ang baba naman ng aeroplano na yan.
So what's going on in this bizarre footage? What made the pot plant fall over? And why did the car door open and the lights turn on?
Ito feeling ko, sabihin natin na nahangin yung halaman. Pero yung yung kotse, bumukas yung pinto. Nako,
I'd hear theories on this one in the comments down below.
Ano yun? Takot yung mga...
Are our eyes playing tricks on us, or is there something sinister in this room? This video, posted by Redditor Notel4117, shows real-time footage on a video monitor. The camera is set up in the Redditor's cousin's room while the user is house-sitting for his aunt. No one else is in the house. So why does the monitor appear to show a dark silhouette standing by the desk?
Tell me that doesn't look like someone standing in the room.
First, he takes us on a quick tour of the room, recording it with his camera.
There's no one in here.
He pans from the desk to the bed, demonstrating that there's no one else in the room.
Closet.
The OP even cracks open the closet door to take a look. It's dark inside, but there's no sign of life.
Nothing.
When the cameraman goes back to the living room, he picks up the monitor, which shows the live feed from the room he was just in.
Right on the monitor here.
Now, there appears to be a short, dark figure behind the stuffed dinosaur.
Tell me that doesn't look like someone standing
Gago, may nakatayo nga, pero nung pumunta siya sa kwarto, wala.
in the room.
No?
It appears to have a head and ears, but its body is just a dark blob. The figure doesn't move, but it doesn't disappear either. It doesn't react when the cameraman throws a ball into the room.
Okay, alright.
Some people believe that the figure is just a shadow. The poor quality of the monitor's camera is making the stuffed dinosaur's face look ghostly as well. Many commenters think that they would have a better explanation if they could see the cameraman moving in real time on the monitor's screen, but apparently he's too afraid to go back into the room. So what do you think's going on here? Would you dare enter in an effort to get some answers? Let me know in the comments down below.
Gago, nakakatakot tong ganito. Ay, kaya ayoko ng mga camera sa bahay eh. Oo nga pala, yung t-shirt tsaka yung mug natin available sa Shopee. Tawag dito, yung link nasa description or search na lang yung Boss Trino sa Shopee, makikita nyo na. Ito na.
Montauk, New York is known as a high-end vacation destination with sprawling homes, a quaint community and beautiful beaches. But some people have more sinister perceptions of the area. In fact, some people believe that the Montauk Project, an alleged series of experiments that were performed on abducted children in a lab, inspired the television show Stranger Things. Many strange things are rumored to have occurred there in real life. These stories began to crop up in the 1980s and were legitimized when author Preston Nichols wrote a book about the experiments in 1992. The Montauk Project series details experiments in time travel, extraterrestrial communication, teleportation, and paranormal activities that took place at the Camp Hero military base at the tip of Long Island. Supposedly, the project aimed to develop psychological warfare techniques. Nichols claims that he was abducted from time to time to participate in these experiments, although critics attest that his
Talagang totoo talaga yung may ini-experiment na tao no? Meron talaga ganun no? Diba? Talaga ini-experiment yung tao, nakakatakot.
book is a work of fiction. Proponents say that he knew about things that were not public knowledge in 1982. According to Nichols, researchers who were involved in the Montauk project kidnapped young children from the streets and homes of New York. He chose children who were neglected or abandoned and forced them to participate in mind control experiments. He calls them the Montauk Boys, and in 2017, one of them allegedly revealed himself. Stuart Swerdlow claims to have been abducted for participation in the experiments. He says that the researchers abused the children so as to break down their minds and use drugs on them to program them. A man named Al Bielek came forward in 1990 claiming to have recovered memories of working with the Montauk project. He believes that his memories were intentionally erased to keep the details of the experiment a secret.
Grabe itong mga to, ina-experiment yung tao. Ayun na lang yung mga dagang experiment pati tao pa. Skip na natin yan.
Before we take a look at some bizarre that little ballad.
Dito tayo sa number 1. Eto na. New Splendor
Our last clip of the
vanishes.
day was captured by a CCTV system in Malaysia. Shows a busy metropolitan area, cars are rounding the bend as people cross the pedestrian area. However, watch closely as something strange appears to happen.
Ang daming tao. Hindi ko alam kung ano titingnan ko. Oh! Yun ba yun?
The newspaper vendor appears to vanish.
Nasaan? Oh!
So is this something
CCTV
mysterious, or are we just watching a glitch in the recording? If we continue watching the man that walks by the vendor, he appears to warp as a truck drives
Ala, ano
by.
yan? Oh! Ano yun? Ang
This
weird.
could suggest a glitch or a breakdown in the footage. Some people suggested it could be two scenes that have wiped over each other, causing the strange events to appear more mysterious than they really are.
Pero dire-diretso lang eh. Lahat ng tao dire-diretso lang oh.
So what do you think? Glitch in the security system? Or is it something a little more mysterious? Let me know your take on this one in the comments down below.
Oh, ito medyo... Ito, possible na edit to, pero hindi, ang hirap eh. Dire-diretso yung ano eh, dire-diretso yung tao eh. No? Pero magagaling kasi ngayon dito eh. Ang nakakatakot pa dito, yung isa, meron pa nakakatakot, yung... Ito yung salamin. Ito nakakatakot dito eh. Yung bata, yung nasa salamin. Ito oh, kaya ayoko ng salamin.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands.